What's going on, you guys? Hope everybody can hear me. Tszyu, Tszyu stops Tony Superbad Harrison. Hit that like button as you come on in. Post fight reaction video. Tony Harrison went out to Australia and got his ass kicked. You said Jamel Charlo dodged one tonight. Salute to everybody in the building. You said Tszyu looked good, not all time great, though. Scorecards a little closer than the commentators made it seem. I don't know, dog. Tony Harrison, bro. Hold up, man. I don't know. I'm gonna get my thoughts on. Wait till more people get in the building, man. Salute to everybody. Man, Tszyu, man. The ring looked like they was in a small, like that ring was real small, but Tony Harrison he really didn't. Tszyu looked good, man. He was rolling with the punches. I really just don't know what the game plan was for Tony Superbad Harrison, knowing that you're going to Australia, knowing that as soon as you get into that ring, you're going to be down 3 rounds. So he should have fought. It seemed like he left the right hand in the locker room. His punch variety was at a minimum. Salute to everybody in the building, man. What's going on, Jason Williams? I see in the building, Baby Juju. Salute, LT. What's going on? Yeah, that ring was extremely small, bro. I mean, he took 2 steps. He was at the end of the other side of the ring. I mean, yeah, you're right, Jason. He wasn't using his legs anyway, bro. He wasn't. I don't know, bro. Tony Harrison, man. Honestly, and y'all know Tony, my boy, but I gotta be real. He looked like a journeyman in that tonight. He looked like a journeyman fighter in there tonight, man. His punches, his reaction to taking the shots didn't look too good. He wasn't first. Tszyu was really dictating the pace of the fight. Tszyu was the more poised fighter. He looked like the fresher, stronger, younger fighter. He was seeking destroying the whole fight. On Tony Harrison bumper like white on rice. Landing 3 punch combinations at a time. Tony Harrison kept that right hand way too low to my liking. Yeah, he said he ain't got no chin with that big ass head he got, man. Tony Harrison got a huge head. Huge head, bro. His head is hindering him in these fights. You know what I'm saying? he got a better mega mind up in there, bro. I mean, hey, I can't wait to see Tim and Jamel though. And when they asked Jamel, what did you think? Jamel's like, he didn't really know what to say. But he said what he was supposed to say. What do you want me to say about this dude? I'm gonna go whoop his ass. But I think the actual matchup stylistically between Jamel and Tim is a really, really fun fight stylistically. Very, very fun matchup on paper. Yeah, Tim looks really strong, man. He kind of reminds me of a Triple G minus the jab. Man, Tony didn't use his legs enough. Tony did a lot of things wrong tonight, you guys. We was rooting for our boy, but it is what it is, man. It was an uphill battle, and we knew it. Tony just he's normally winning majority of his fights. He was losing pretty much since the first or second round. He was losing the whole fight for the most part. So and he just really couldn't get back into the fight. Normally he's winning a fight and then he fades, and then he got stopped in the 9th. Something that's historically happens to Tony Harrison, and the vast majority of his losses came at the 9th round. Is 9th round nightmare for Tony Harrison. Hey, Jamel definitely got the power to keep Tim Tszyu honest, bro. Harrison's footwork wasn't there at all tonight, Picasso. It wasn't there tonight. Tim Tszyu looked good, man. Tim Tszyu was rolling with the punches really well. Whenever Tony did decide to throw a right hand, it's like Tim seen it coming and he'll roll with it. Tim did a really good job tonight. He really did. He did a lot better than I expected against Tony Harrison. And I'm interested in seeing how he looks against Jamel Charlo now. I think that fight is going to be fun. Yeah, you said you knew it was a wrap after the 3rd? Yeah, man. Yeah, I pretty much knew it was a wrap after the 3rd round, man. It was over with, bro. It was over with after the 3rd round, dog. You said send a link. All right, hold up. Let me send a link real quick. Nah, Jamel's gonna be a Jamel. Like I said, man. To me, Tony looked like a journeyman up in there tonight, man. Look like Tony Harrison has finally hit the plummeted. You know, he finally hit the bottom of the hill. You know what I'm saying? He hit the bottom of the hill. He hit it hard, and he probably he's is over with now. Basically, you know what I'm saying? It's over with as far as him. Yeah, his world title shot and all that. You know, it's over with. You know.
Yep, it's over with. It's over with for super bad because he did super bad tonight. And the thing about it, the thing about it is what I don't there's and then see Zoo knew what he was doing getting that small ass ring because there was fighting the shoebox in there. And
Yeah, it was a shoebox for sure.
yeah, it was like no. Every time to even take 2 steps back, he's running into the ropes. So it's
Hmm.
it's like again, I'm not complaining about it. You accepted the fight, you took the fight, and you lost. Right? It is what it is. But
Hmm.
the thing about it is what where was okay. I understand people say that Tony wasn't engaging with him with the right hand, but I also understood that you can't engage with everybody in that ring with somebody who has power and is a brawler like that. You can't really engage all the time. You know, and I thought he was doing good when he was at, I think in round 8 when he was backed up against the ropes. I thought he was getting the better of that exchange. I thought when he was really up close and fighting in that phone booth, I thought he was tagging Tony. I mean tagging Tim more than Tim was tagging Tony.
Hmm.
You know, I thought, but see, the thing about Tony Harrison, he ain't got no pop. He ain't got no shoe shiner on him, and he can't keep a guy like Tim Tszyu honest.
No, he
He
really
got
can't, man. It seemed like he had power at one point. He was knocking dudes out, but once he started fighting the tougher dudes, that shit just stopped. And he struggled tonight, bro. Especially in that small ring, he really struggled.
yeah, he did, and but this is the thing. The fight was a little bit closer than what the commentators made it seem. Even with Tony only his jab, I thought that got him through possibly for some swing rounds. Even just throwing that jab, but I thought it was a little closer than what they made it because I definitely had Tony winning the seventh and the first, but you had the Tim. I think it was Tim Cheatham or whatever the guy who scores in PBC fights. He had him winning every single round after the first. I'm like, nah, he didn't win every single round, but I mean, he pretty much dominated.
I mean, you knew they was go. Like I said, bro, Tony Harrison should have known that he was already down 3 rounds getting into that ring. He was going to be down
See,
three
but
rounds.
my thing about him is he ain't got no chin. He ain't got no. See, this is he ain't got that big ass head he got. You would think he got the chin of granite, but he don't. And that's the thing. And I don't. He made America look bad tonight. I'm sorry. He made America look bad tonight. He did. He did, man. And
You
it's
so
a damn
so you
shame.
say he made us look bad out there
He
tonight,
making
man.
brothers look bad tonight, man. He was not. He was on Bambi legs for half the damn fight. And it's like it's fucking crazy. So where does he go from here? I think honestly
Ah.
he doesn't have any more options after this. This was his
Oh,
last straw.
yeah, it's over, bro. If he sticks around now, he's pretty much journeyman status, bro. He's
He is
gatekeeper,
joining status.
journeyman status. Yeah, it's that's it. You know,
And
it's
people
it.
was trying to say that he was withstand up until Sebastian Fundora. I said no, he wouldn't. He
Oh
ain't got the
no,
chin for it. You know how
no.
much firepower is coming behind Fundora?
Yeah, I mean Tony just to me, bro. He looked like a journey. He looked like a faded fighter tonight. He looked like a fighter that was on a like he stood there a lot right in front of doing just put his hands up and just brace himself to take those shots. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Move around, like I don't know, man. He just looked like a fighter that's pretty much fell off the hill, bro. Like he's all the way
Yeah.
down at the bottom, and now he's pretty much at the gate.
You know what? If I'm Tony, I go up against Jared Hurd. I think that'd be a pretty good one.
A
You
rematch of
saw
Jared
Jared.
Hurd. They both fell all the way down to the hill. Now they
You know
both
what
at
I'm
the gate.
saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're both kind of. That'd be a good one. Hurd and versus that'd be a real good one. Hurd
I
versus Tony.
mean, they probably knock each other out at this point, bro. They both ain't. I don't. It's over for Tony, bro. It's over for Tony. It is over. I didn't one may say it's over for her too, man. They both
It's
had a lot
over
of
her
time
too.
off. Yeah, they both had a lot of time off. They both just got beat up. You know, Tony fought a tougher dude than Tim. So,
Yeah,
but how you think
yeah.
how you feel the Tim Jamel fight goes?
See, this is okay. A fully healthy Jamel, not coming off a long layoff. I'm gonna favor Jamel. and I be say he has enough to still beat Tim Tszyu, but he's coming off a long layoff and he broke his hand, and so you kind of throws a monkey wrench into it. So I wouldn't be so confident in betting with Jamel. But if Jamel shows up like Jamel did against Castanos his last couple of fights, I would favor him. Fully healthy, I would favor because think about Jamel. Jamel got enough pop to keep Zoo honest. And if he don't, they both got to respect. Zoo can't just be walking up in there like he did against Harrison. You know what I'm saying? He got to respect Jamel's power because Jamel could hurt him, and drop him, and maybe even stop him with enough shots. And
Mhm.
so could Tim Zoo. So this is why it's gonna be nothing but bombs going off in there. So
You think Tim can hurt Jamel?
yeah, but see, but this thing about Jamel got got a better chin than Tony. Tony ain't never had a chin. So I think that he can withstand weather some of the storms that Tim throws. You know,
Hmm.
he can weather that storm for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Better than what Tony could do. You know, yeah, I'm intrigued now. I think Tony
Yeah,
performed
yeah,
well
yeah,
enough. He performed well enough, and I think that especially with Jamel coming off this injury long layoff, that this is interesting and this is definitely worth debating about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's interesting to me too. Now I'm interested.
Yeah,
I thought Tim performed really well against Tony, so now I'm really intrigued in the matchup. I think it's because initially I had Jamel just washing them. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
now that I've seen him in there with a guy that was a former champion that actually been through something, now I'm looking at it like, okay, now this fight is a little bit more interesting. And then the way Jamel reacted when they asked him, "What did you think of?" He's like,
Now, I don't really
So
think he acted like that. I think that he was more like downplaying Zoo. Like remember because he said or he downplaying Tony. He's like, yeah, well he did what he was supposed to do against Tony, so he was kind of like not giving Zoo his credit. I don't really think he was studying because he was scared. I think he was more like, man, whatever, man.
no, but Tim can fight though.
Yeah.
Tim can fight. He can fight. He can fight for sure. It's gonna be a good fight. I can't wait to see it.
So who has more power?
Who has more power? Shh. Oh,
Jamel.
that's.
Now because Jamel, at the end of the day, Jamel was able to knock Tony down twice.
I mean, but Tim didn't
Unless
even get a chance to knock him down twice because he had him hurt so bad. I don't know, bro. I
yeah, but I
mean,
mean
but one may say Tony now is a little bit more shop worn than he
exactly.
was when he fought Jamel.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I mean he knocked Tony down and a younger Tony arguably fresher because he just had less fights in him. You know what I'm saying? That's super bad. And that didn't look like Tony to me tonight at all. That did not
no,
look
I
like
didn't.
Tony.
No, I
That
didn't.
looked
He didn't
like
look good tonight. He didn't look good tonight at all. Maybe it was the
yeah.
ring size. Maybe he was out there hanging out with the kangaroos, having too much fun. I seen him out there taking pictures with kangaroos and shit. Yeah, he was out there. He wasn't. He was having too
He's
much
out
fun
he's
in
over he
Australia.
was he's out
And he got
there he's out
they,
out there
the people was out there treating him good. You know, he probably heard that they was gonna
he's out
treat him
there
bad.
kicking
They was
he's out
treating him
there
good.
kicking it in his hotel room. Alicia Bumgarner, you know exactly what the fuck he's doing with her.
Man, I'm telling you, man, he was out there chilling, man. Tony's out there
You know,
too
Alicia,
lax, bro.
I say he with Alicia Bumgarner doing whatever the hell he's doing with her. You know what he's doing with her.
Oh yeah, he is out there, huh? Yeah, she
With
is like
Alicia
this shit.
Bum. Yeah, we're going up dinner date, going back to the
Nah.
hotel and all that.
Oh man, yeah, she is out there with him, ain't she? Yeah,
And
she
you know
right
what?
there. Yeah.
I don't blame him one bit. I don't blame one bit either.
Ah
That's something that you don't need around
man,
you. That'll make you lose focus for the
that's
fight.
probably why his legs was like that tonight, bro. That's why his legs. He had no legs tonight. That's why.
Exactly. You know what he was doing with her.
Ah, come on, Tony. You lost the lay. You missed the layup tonight, bro. Come on, Tone.
It's crazy because I thought that Tony stylistically he had this style to really give Tim Tszyu a lot of problems.
Yeah, he did. I did. I
You
thought so
know,
too, bro. But tonight, Tim Tszyu was a lot better than I thought. That's what I'm gonna say. Tim Tszyu did a lot. He was rolling with the punches well. He got a really good judgment of distance, so he kind of got comfortable with Tony throwing a jab, and Tony just didn't vary up his punch variety, his punch output. He didn't throw a variety of different punches, just jab, jab, jab. Tim didn't have to
you know
worry
what it
about
was?
nothing.
It's because Tim kept throwing that sneaky good right hand he got. So as soon as he'll throw his right hand, and if Tony steps in with a punch or throws a punch, throws a straight with his power hand, he's afraid that he's gonna get caught with that right hand from from Tim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, easy where he outboxed Tony. I mean, Charlo twice, but stylistically, that's just a different. I don't know, man. Tony was at a different point. He just didn't look like the same Tony that fought Jamel. He just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was the ring size. Maybe he's gone. Maybe he was hanging out with Bumgarner too much. I don't know what he was doing, but whatever the case tonight, Tim Tszyu got the job done. You know what I'm saying? He got the job done in the ninth round. Tony is, and he predicted it as well. Tony is notorious for getting stopped in the ninth round in fights, bro. And Tim predicted it, and it happened. Like it's
Did
almost
he
like
get?
it's a,
Did Jamel stop Tony the 10th or the ninth? I thought it was 10th, right?
well, in the second fight, I believe it was the 10th, but other fights he got
Yeah.
stopped in the ninth. You say you think Tim might be undisputed? Nah. See, nah, nah. He ain't. I don't see him beating Jamel though. I don't know, man. Jamel,
Hey, you
I
know
don't
what
know,
was
bro.
on?
That's Tim. Tim's a lot better than I thought, though.
Yeah,
Tim
he
knows how to
is. He
fight.
is. He proved to me he got some dimensions, and
Yeah.
yeah. So he I guess Tim got a hit list though, man. He got Jamel, and you know who comes after Jamel? If supposedly he said he get through Jamel,
Oh,
you
he
know
wants Spence. Yeah, he look. He wants your
he
boy
wants the big
Spence, man.
fish.
Yeah. I don't
He
know,
wants to
man.
cook him up,
How
put him on it. He wants to cook him
wait,
up and put him.
wait. Based off what we saw tonight, how does Spence fight against Tim Tszyu? How does that look?
Easy,
You
easy.
think Spence stops him?
Nah, nah. Tony Tim's too tough.
Man, I don't know,
But
man. I think Spence stands too still for Tim, bro. He might stand too still for Tim.
listen, man, this is about Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison. I didn't want to make it all about Earl Spence,
Well, all right,
but
we'll get back. We'll talk about that probably later on tomorrow or something. But
yeah, tomorrow.
I mean,
But
Tony went out there. He was where the pictures at, man? He had pictures of kangaroos. He was having a really good time. Hold up, right here, having a really good time. You know what I'm saying? Dude from the hood, never been, down under Australia. It's an experience. After just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he already lost, bro. Right here. When 2 days ago, he lost. Right here.
so, do you think that Tim Tszyu earned his shot against Jamel now?
Yeah. He earned it, bro. He earned it
He
tonight.
earned it. Yeah,
Yeah. You gotta respect him because he didn't even have to take this fight. He could have just sat
he
back.
didn't. Because
He
on
could have
paper,
sat back and waited.
this was a dangerous fight.
Yeah.
This was
Nah,
very
Tim,
dangerous
Tim,
on
Tim
paper.
gets my respect, bro. He didn't have to take
Yeah.
this fight. He took it like a G. He had it his way, but Tony said, "Look, I'll fight you." Tim said, I ain't got nobody to fight. Let's do it."
Mhm.
And he went out there and did it.
Yeah. And
So
now Tony got to go back home with his tail between his legs, and just because he was kind of talking a lot of gang shit up
yeah,
until
he
this
was.
a lot of cash shit up this lead up.
Yeah,
He's,
Tony did a lot of talking, man. He did a lot of talking. Talking
he did a
Tony,
lot,
man.
and he did a lot of sus talking too. I like you. You know how many times I heard I like you, I like you, I like you. You know how many times I heard him say I like you. It's like every other thing. I'm like, Tony, what's going on, man? Does that Australian water got you acting different?
Man, Tony's he's pretty much, it's the end of the
I think,
road. It's the
yeah,
end of
yeah.
the road.
It's because he doesn't get through people like Fondoras, Tim Tszyu.
Nah, he's not getting
Even I don't
he
think he gets past the Castano. I don't think he gets past those guys anymore. I
I
think
think
that
I
he
think I think I think where Tony Harrison his last because his durability was starting to lack, but his legs kept him in the game. But his legs tonight, either the ring was too small of his or his legs is finally gone. So if his legs is gone, it's pretty much over for Tone. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's just the
especially
way I see it, bro.
when he ain't got if his legs is gone, he's taking more punishment. If he ain't got a chance
Right.
take the shot and keep on going and formulate a game plan, and people are just gonna get him up out of there quick. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, you ain't lying, Cass G. If I known Tony was gonna fight like this, I would have rather seen Castanos, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
yeah,
Like Castano would have that would have been a hell of a fight. Castano would
yeah.
have put up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I think Castano would have put his head in Tony's chest and went to work.
Yeah, he would. You mean Tim?
No, I mean I think Brian, because that's all he can do is fight. Like I mean they're both brawlers, but I'm saying with Brian he has to definitely get up in there. You know what I'm saying? I think that he would have got up in there and probably got hurt by Tim, anyways. But he would have tried his best to get up in there and went to work. Try to go to work at least.
Man, Tony just didn't. This is probably the worst performance I've seen from Tony probably since the Farella guy, whatever his name is, the dude that was trained by Roy Jones. Tony looked really bad tonight. He looked really bad. That jab, 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 jab stuff don't work too much, man.
And so if I'm Jamel, what do I do? Do I go straight into a Zoo fight after his broken hand and his long
Yeah,
layoff, or
yep. He goes
he
right
has
into it.
to?
Yeah.
He
Jamel
has
goes
to.
right into it. Jamel
Yeah,
goes right into it.
I
He
don't think
can't.
he. I mean, if he can, I don't think he can. But if he could take some type of tune up, I would too, because you don't go into that. Not based on this performance. You don't want to go in there. You want to be at your best to beat a Tim Zoo. You know.
Man, Jamel can do it. I ain't trying to hear it. I seen fighters come off way worse injuries, way longer layoffs, and get the job done. So he can do it. We not looking for no catch, no rehydration clause type of issues. And then now you get up in there and you do your job. So yeah, he could beat this dude coming off the layoff. Charlo will be all right. He'll be all right.
I, yeah, but I don't think he stops Tim Zoo. Well, maybe he. I don't know, because I just haven't really seen Tim Zoo in.
I mean,
If he,
Tim Zoo is there to be hit for Tim Zoo is there to be hit for him. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's kind of hard to say, bro. It's hard to say. It's a good fight though. It's a lot better fight than I thought.
that. Well, I think that's probably pretty much sums up my thoughts about this fight.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. Um, Tony went out there to Australia and missed the layup tonight. You know, he did a lot of talking. It sounded really good. It was fun, but he went out there and couldn't get the job done. You know, he went out there. He couldn't get the job done. Tim Tszyu made it what it do. He went out there. He was seeking destroy mode. He was rolling with the punches. Whenever Tony did let the right hand go, Tim saw it coming and rolled with it. He didn't really throw too many jabs tonight, but Tim Tszyu really got really good pressure. He was on him like white on rice, and Tony just seemed to have faded mentally and physically throughout the fight. I mean, he just looked really bad tonight. He just looked really bad tonight. Like I said, you guys, he was out there in Australia hanging out with Alicia Baumgartner. You know what I'm saying? Um, he was hanging out with the kangaroos. You know what I'm saying? Right here, having way too much fun, and he got beat in the land down under the sun. I mean, that's what happens.
Bushido, Bushido looked at boxing.
He said
Looked
Bushido Bias Brown. What's going on, Mike Teasy? Hey, how about Bias, bro? Get up out of here, bro.
Bushido. Hey, Bushido looked at boxing.
Oh man,
He looked at really bad tonight. He looked at.
he said he looked it bad, man.
I know
He,
that's what
he,
that's what I'm saying. Looked it.
yeah, he looked it bad tonight. You know, and y'all know I was rooting for Tone to go out there and get the job done. I knew he was the underdog, but nah, man. I think it's a wrap, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Again,
it's a
like I
wrap.
said, I don't think he beats. He doesn't beat. He definitely doesn't beat the champions. I don't think he beats a
Nah,
contender anymore.
man. He's not beating that young Fundor dude. He's
Yeah.
not. He's there to be hit too much now. You know, you seen him in the fight. He sit there and put his hands up. He don't protect himself well, and he just braces himself for the shots. It's like, what are you doing? Then his right hand was too low at times. He was leaning back with his chin in the air. He was making a lot of defensive mistakes. It was just a really bad fight for Tony. It's almost like he didn't practice. It's almost like he didn't know that the ring was going to be small. Like they didn't train in a phone booth to a shoebox type of ring or something. Like, bro, you should have been prepared for that, bro. But nah, man, he went out there and really didn't have no varied attack. Um, no plan B. You know, it was just jab, 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 jab. And he had in his mind that he was gonna go out there and just jab his way and just jab Tim Tszyu because he didn't look good in the fight with Terrell. But nah, man, Tony went out there and got dominated basically. Yeah, Tony underestimated Tim, Mike, for sure, bro.
Yeah, he did. When he was talking about what did he say? He said you a basic guy. You ain't gonna be able to. You basic or something like that. That I know exactly what you're gonna do. I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
He
went out
did.
there and That's what happened, man. He went out there. He got too lax. Tony gets too lax. He went out there. He like I said, he was chilling way too hard, bro. The Australian people probably lured him into that, treated him really good. You know what I'm saying? Rode out the red carpet for him, fed him and shit. He was chilling. He wasn't on killer mode.
And then he was looking up and down Lisa Bumgarden all the time to do what they doing.
Yeah, that's what happened, bro. You see, right here, like, yeah, it's just having a good time. Like, nah, no good time. War.
Look, yeah, later he got his head all in his phone and I keep all nonchalant about it. Ain't got his game face on.
Nothing, bro. That's why I already. If I had a nah, he already lost, bro. When you in certain situations and you at a certain point of your career, you got to be doing certain things. If you ain't doing those things out in my mind, you already lost, bro.
Yeah, especially when you go into you go into war with somebody, you go in their land, you go into enemy territory.
Man, ain't no fun. I'm locking
Oh,
myself up. Ain't no fun.
he's supposed to be going to war and going to Australia and going to foreign land, and you over here rapping and listening to music. What are you doing?
Man, Tony. I don't know, man. I think it's. I mean, but Tony Harrison may be that guy 10, 15 years from now. There's gonna be a great coach in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
True.
He might be the coach, the dude as a coach. I mean, he was good enough to become a world champion, contender, and everything. But he's also a great trainer. So Tony, next phase of his career, may just be the coaching part. You know what I'm saying? He may be even better coach than he was as a fighter. So that's what I'm thinking is going on for Tony, man. I don't see because if I see him get into the ring again, more than likely he's gonna just be up in there getting beat up on.
Bushido, and I want to say this about Tony. Even though I didn't think that he beat Jamel even the first fight. I had Jamel winning. I thought that he won, but it's still good to see before his pops died that he saw his son become a champion, and
Hmm.
that his father could die with the satisfaction. Hey, I was a world championship level trainer. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that was I believe his father died what like a year after or 6 months after or something like that.
Hmm.
It was very short. He died after, and I'm like, again, even though I don't agree that he won, I just thought that damn, it's just I'm so glad that his father was able to experience his son becoming a champion and they winning a title together. Because I
Yeah.
believe I believe his father wasn't his father training him up since birth or something since they was
I think
young.
he was also trained by Emmanuel Stewart too at one point as
Yeah,
well, if I'm not mistaken. I think he also was and they used to kind of bump heads a lot. But yeah, mostly his pops.
yeah, it's just he was a little boy, so it's
Hmm.
just sad to see that his father was able to become a champion, before he died. So he got his wish. That's every boxer's dream, right? So
Hmm.
I will say that was good to see that though. And at the end of the day, if Tony don't win another fight in his life, at least he could say he was champion.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. I mean, Tony did his thing, bro. I was just joking and just a little bit of jokes. You know what I'm saying? Tony, my dude. You know what I'm saying? He went out there. It's just the end of the road. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what pretty much what I saw tonight. It was the end of the road for Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? End of the road. His next phase of his career may be him being focusing on training. Fighters and yeah. Tim punches like his dad, bro, for sure, Mike. Tim punches with bad intentions. If you punching soft and Tim see it coming, he's gonna come with something hard. So yeah, that fight with Tim and Jamel is gonna be a really good fight, dude. That fight with Jamel is gonna be a good fight. A lot better than I thought it was. Tim is a lot better than I thought he was gonna be. And I'm really interested in this fight, man. He got a chin on him. Um, he's tough. He's gonna keep coming. Jamel, we gonna see.
Mike Jones says, "I hate to see good fighters get retired in front of my eyes." Well, this is boxing. You gotta get used to that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but this pretty much it, right? What happened when he say post fight? Yeah, Stevie. Yeah, man. Tony lost tonight, man. He lost. Uh, now it's Jamel. You know what I'm saying? Ah, shit, man. I don't know, you guys. I
Hey,
don't
listen,
know. Cause look,
Jamel.
cause when I'm looking at Tim, bro, his punch is coming fast and hard.
Mm-hmm.
fast and hard, whipping. That's why
Mm-hmm.
Tony wasn't first tonight because he was worried about
That right
what Tim
hand.
was gonna do. Yeah, he was worried about what
Exactly.
Tim was gonna do.
Exactly. That's why he was good. All he could do was throw that little quick jab because he was worried about if he committed and he threw a power punch that he was going to get countered with that overhand right.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks easy from the outside, but when you're actually in there, you don't know what the fighter is thinking or feeling. Like, damn, it's like you in a lose because if I pick up my activity and I start committing and I'm starting to throw power punches, I'm gonna start getting caught and hurt. And
Mm-hmm.
if I don't, I'm gonna be start losing rounds and start losing the fight. So what do you do?
Yeah, he can't underestimate a Mike Jones. He fast, hard, and accurate. Yep, that's what I'm saying. And you can hear it in Jamel's voice when he was asked about him. He can't underestimate this guy. We see he can't. He's motivated. He's hungry. He said he's coming to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu, he's on it. Yeah, Jamel definitely has better power and stamina though. For what Tony lacks in stamina, Jamel makes up for it tremendously. Jamel Charlo has a really really good engine on him, so we ain't got to worry
And
about him
he
fading.
has more power. Then he has a little bit better of a chin too.
He says Zoo is the white arrow Spence. Salute to Mike Jones for the
Oh my
super
gosh.
chat.
Here
He
we
says
go.
Zoo is the white arrow Spence.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. See, you see
hey,
what they do?
hey,
Oh
hey!
my
I want
gosh.
to see Zoo and Spence. I want to see that. After whatever happens
Oh,
with Crawford, I want to see
there's
Zoo and Spence.
there's no comparison. I don't where do these guys get these theories from? I don't get it. The white first of all, Tim Tszyu threw no jabs in that fight. And all EJ does is throw jabs. He went down to the body a little bit and threw shots to the body, but Earl Spence is consistent with it. So I don't see how they are similar. I don't.
Maybe
You
because he's
know.
saying that because they seek and destroy fighters.
Yeah,
They
okay.
they
You
pressure
could say they
fighters,
have
seek and
a
destroy.
similar esque style a little bit. I'll give you that. But to say they're like carbon copies, no. They're not
Now
carbon
Spence is way more textbook traditional, and he really really pops his jab out there. Tim didn't really throw too many jabs tonight, but even though he didn't throw his jab tonight, he was still effective,
copies.
really effective.
But shit, look what King Dan said. He said disgrace to black fighters. Come on, man. You can't be young forever. You can't be young for black fighters can't put on forever, man. They got their time.
Come on,
And
dog.
they can't be like Joe Lewis and hold it down for 9, 10 years and still hold that motherfucking heavyweight belt down.
I think Tony probably I don't know is yeah he said he don't know where he goes from here. I really don't know either. Um,
Easy. If he's gonna continue, I just go for Jared Hurd.
yeah, ain't it? Rematch Jerry Hurd on an undercard or something.
Yeah,
And then just probably hang him up after that, bro.
yeah. Because I would if
Because
I'm a boxer, I want to retire on the win. So
yeah,
I think he can beat Hurd
yeah,
and get,
now
get,
yeah,
get get his last payday in, nice little payday in or something like that.
yeah, because his chance at a world title is pretty much over with now.
Yeah.
It's over with, bro. So damn. you said Tony should have got on the juice. You said no way LB put Spence in there with Zoo. Yeah, Tim
Look,
is more of a headhunter. Arrow kills the body up.
exactly, and plus he's just a jab killer. Earl's gonna just throw a whole bunch of
He
jabs.
said Spence isn't as fast or as strong as Zoo. Man, I don't. Yes, Tim looked it fast, bro. He did look fast tonight, bro.
Yeah, he
Tim looked
did.
it quick. He
His
looked it
timing,
fast, bro. He's
his
twitchy,
timing,
pretty quick. Yeah,
it was good. I'm gonna say he didn't hit. Um,
he's a younger, fresher fighter, bro. Like this is a fresher, hungrier fighter too. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony tonight, he looked like a faded fighter tonight. Tony looked like a faded fighter. What's up, B House Promotions? I see you in the building. He says Charlo's going to stop Zoo, going to hurt Zoo. Man,
but, but if I'm Tony, I get that Jared Hurd fight, and because I think Tony can get Jared Hurd, box him. I get that Jared Hurd fight, and you know, that's a big fight in the sport of boxing, so to speak, quote unquote, for boxing fans. Get Hurd versus Tony rematch, and then if he want, just retire off of that, get that last little payday in, you know, nice little payday from the fan attendance, and maybe be an undercard or something, or it could be a main event maybe, and just get that last little win in if he can, and just retire.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Cause
yeah, it's
who
pretty much a
who
wrap.
who does he? Because didn't Hurt beat him the first fight, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, Jerry Hurt beat him. Yeah, he was winning the whole fight, and then he lost in the ninth round or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's get that rubber match, so to speak. Win that rubber match, so to speak. You
Hmm.
know. So
But I don't know. Tony might be. Yeah, it's pretty much. We know how this usually goes in boxing. When they fight a his have what was it the third fourth loss. So usually when they hit that point, bro, it's usually downhill from there, dog. And it seems like once they get their first loss, it's easier for them to get some more. That's what it seems like for a lot of fighters. Once they get that first loss, it's easier for them to get that other ones, those other ones. So yeah, man, them L's is going to continue to rack up for Tone if he don't get it together. You know what I'm saying? And it don't look like he's going to be getting together anytime soon. So I think the next phase for Tony is to be a trainer in the sport. He seems to be pretty good at it. So and really really into it. So I think that should be what's next for him. If he don't fight Jerry Hurd, fight somebody like a Jerry Hurd on his way out. But yeah, real quick before you mentioned Leonard Ellaby, somebody mentioned Leonard Ellaby's beard. I was curious to understand how his beard just turned white overnight, but I don't know yeah.
he looked too old with that beard, man. And usually beards make a brother look younger, but he make him look older, man.
It made him look older than well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Leonard got the beard. He ain't is he promoting the fight? Because it seemed like he just wanted everybody to see. He just wanted everybody to see his new
Yeah,
beard and
see that
shit.
beard.
Yeah, because he ain't no promoter for the fight and nothing. What is he doing
Over
talking
here
on the
looking
podium?
over here looking like the Black Santa Claus and shit.
Yeah.
Look like the
Oh
Black Santa
man.
Claus and shit.
Oh man. But yeah, you guys. Man, I don't know. Tony Harrison lost tonight. You know, rooting for the American our boy to go out there and get the job done. We always try to root for our boys to come bring it back home, but Tony just couldn't get it done tonight. Tim had it his way, had the little shoebox ring, you know, and he looked really good in the fight tonight. And they put up a hell of a production and show, like there was fireworks and everything. Like it
Oh
was
yeah,
really
that
nice.
was yeah.
It was
Tim
really
Zoo's
nice.
entrance was nice, man. With that zoo on fire, that was dope.
Yeah, man, they really put on the show out there, man. So yeah, man. You know,
Oh, real
Tim.
quick, Bushido, I caught the tail end of his fight, but the co-main event was that with Jay Osuka,
Yeah, I saw a
co-main.
little bit. I saw a little bit
Little
of it. I
bit,
didn't
me
get to really.
too. I saw a little bit of. He looked pretty good, man.
Who was he fighting?
I don't know, but he looked pretty good. Just a little prospect to watch out for.
Was it what was that? Was they heavyweights? They look like big
There
guys.
was like light heavyweights, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to it. But yeah, man. Tim Tszyu, man. I give him a really good chance against Jamel. The fight, well, I'll say the fight is a lot more interesting than I originally thought. Tim Tszyu really made it do what it do tonight. I call him Tim Tszyu because I don't know. People got on my bumper from calling him Tim Tszyu, but that's just what I call him, man. I know it's Tim Tszyu, but I like calling him Tim Tszyu because he go do what it do, and he did it what it do tonight against Tony Harrison. Um,
And then Bushido gonna be
I
like
like him in a
literally.
lot of fights. I like him in a lot of fights. He has a fun style. I think the Jamel fight is gonna be a really really fun
And
fight, fight
I
of the
would
year type of fight.
I would really love to see Fundora versus Zoo. Now that'll be a cool one to see.
Oh yeah, oh
That,
yeah.
uh,
That's what I said. He is a lot of exciting fights for that guy to be in. So
like
with his
he
style.
I'll say this last thing I'll say, Bushido. He earned it with the Tony Harrison fight to fight Jamel, but he really would earn it if he fought Fundora.
Hmm.
He
Hey,
really would earn it.
you said, do I agree with the stoppage?
I
Yeah, I
I
do,
thought it was
bro.
I don't.
I, you don't agree with the stoppage?
No. I thought that he should have stopped it when he was on the ropes, but since he let him go down and get that recovery time, there was a little bit left in the round. I thought that he could have finished that round out. But
Mm,
I mean, tomato tomato. I thought
nah,
that after he started to get whooped on the ropes like that, I thought the ref should have stopped it.
No, I
But,
knew it. No, see, once I saw that happening, that whole sequence of him getting beat up on, Tony, I knew it was over, and I knew they was gonna call it too. So, yeah, I already knew that was gonna happen. Once it was the ninth round, bro. Whenever
yeah,
you watch a Tony Harrison fight, look what round it is. And if it was the ninth round, um, likely he's going down. And that's what happened. That's what happened, man. You said Mel's gonna smash him. I mean, hey, look, I can't wait to see it, bro. I got Mel winning the fight still.
but
But
if
we can't underestimate Tim Tszyu, bro.
like if you really want to earn that fight, Zudo, you fight for Doro. Now you really would earn that fight.
Nah, he earned it tonight, bro. He earned it tonight.
now he, no, he earned it, but it's like if you really want to earn it though, like you really like let Fundora and Zoo that whoever win that fight really earned it.
Hey,
I'm
hey, actually, you ain't lying. I mean, those two should fight it out. Then the winner fights Jamel. But Tim had one may say a little slightly easier road, in my opinion, outside of Tony Harrison. But he made easy work of Tony tonight. So yeah, man, Tim just been making it do what it do, and we gonna see what happens against Jamel. I can't wait
you
to
know
see
what?
that.
Hey, one more thing though, Bushido too is when 147 moves up, if Spence and or Crawford move up to finish off things, it's not gonna be an easy pick'em division at all.
Nah,
it's
absolutely not.
not gonna be.
Not at
We,
all.
we
Not
got
at all.
motherfuckers like Daddy Lawless, like Fundora, and motherfucking Kasazu 2.0 and Tim Zoo and fucking Jamel Charlie. You got these motherfuckers up there, and it's not gonna be no walk in the park.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't gonna be a walk park at all. And if they're not as fast and explosive as these dudes, it's gonna be hard for them. So I'm just being honest because Tim looked really fast, sharp and accurate tonight, and explosive. His punches looked explosive too, and he could keep it up for a whole 12 rounds it seems. So yeah, Tim is a young, hungry, fresh fighter,
Danny
and it's gonna be.
Garcia, I don't know what he's gonna do because he's that 147 guy coming up. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Then he just go out the box. They go out the box more.
Then-
See, guys like they go out the box more than they did at 147 for sure.
yeah,
You
that's
said
true.
Spence gonna say he's another strategy. Yeah, people gonna be talking about Spence Zoo now, man. They gonna be talking about Spence Zoo
I
because
think
Zoo
so
said he
too.
wants Spence. So I can't wait to see how that plays
He
out.
said he
But
wants to fillet his ass on the grill because he's tired of Spence doing his talking.
yeah. Oh, B House, you ain't got no wrench? Yeah, you ain't got no wrench on this channel. I'm gonna give you one, bro. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building. Tim Zoo stops Tony Superbad Harrison in the ninth round. Pretty much dominated Tony Harrison throughout the fight. He looked really good, man. I think he's ready for Jamel. I think it's gonna be an intriguing fight. Salute to everybody, man. I hope everybody have a good night. Tony Superbad Harrison, what's left for him? I say he should just focus on training if he's not going to go out without a win trying to fight a guy like Jared Hurd or something like that. But I think he should focus on training. And I think that's the end of the road for Tony Harrison. He fell down the hill now. Now he's at the gate. So yeah, man. Salute to Sly Tendency for the super chat. He said we right here. We not going away. Much love to everybody, man. You guys been holding your boy down. We back on Bushido Boxing as you guys can see. This is the original channel. We back. So yeah, man. We're gonna be figuring some things out between the channels. Much love to everybody tonight, man. Really good fight. Tim Tszyu, man. I'm impressed. He impressed me tonight. I'm gonna be. I'll be watching Tim Tszyu fight against anybody because he has an exciting style. And yeah, man, we gonna see what happens. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.